Cool. All
Uh,
right. Hi, beautypreneurs. It is Kenesha Coleman, the beauty CPA. Hopefully all of y'all know me by now, especially since you're seeing this video either in the community, the Facebook group, Instagram, YouTube, my website. Hopefully y'all not lurking. But I have been in the tax and accounting industry for about 14 years now. I hope I'm not dating myself. I promise I am 25. Okay. Um, I am here to talk to y'all about women and money and financial literacy. Yes, 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 yes. It is such a big issue, and we may go off tonight. And I have a very dear friend here who is a big proponent in financial literacy, and he has agreed to come talk to us about money. So yes, help me welcome Josh Wheeler. He's here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and then we're gonna get right into talk about women and money and financial literacy. So Josh, go ahead, tell people who you are, what you do, and what you love.
yeah, so thank you. I appreciate you for letting me on your platform. As Kenesha said, I'm Josh Wheeler. I'm a CPA, TIA. I've been in the financial accounting industry for 10 plus years. And as you said, I'm a big advocate for financial literacy and kind of understanding money and understanding the importance of understanding money. So, yeah, I'm excited to have a conversation.
Absolutely. So, and I'm glad you agreed to talk to us about this because like money is like super taboo. Like I don't know at what point that money become like a super taboo thing to talk about. I heard a quote once from a client, like a for real client. She said that money is so taboo. She would rather talk about sex publicly before she want to
Yeah,
talk about money publicly. And I thought that was just, I was like, whoa, lady, like,
yeah,
whoa. But I want to change that because I feel like the more we talk about it, the less it becomes taboo, and the more we talk about it, the more we can kind of like educate each other and become more in community with how to make more money and make better money decisions. So hopefully we can do that through what we're doing tonight, or at least start it. So this whole fireside chat was started, it was inspired by two things. March being International Women's Month. I love women. I'm a girl's girl. And then
I love them too.
two being Financial Literacy Month. April is Financial Literacy Month, and I'm a big nerd. So like any month where I'm the star, like I take full advantage of to talk to y'all about money. So that's what inspired me to reach out to like my friends, right? We got Josh now, but later we're gonna have Rihanna. She's gonna talk about women and intellectual property. She's a trademark attorney. We're gonna have Liz, who's an investment strategist. And then we're gonna have Misty Jane, who is a money coach. But again, Josh is here tonight, and I got some questions, y'all. We're gonna put him in the hot seat. We're gonna put him in the hot seat. Now, for all of you who are current ColemanTax clients, y'all know that the client base is like mostly women. I mean, in the beauty industry, at least for certain sectors, they're mostly women. I don't know if you knew that, Josh, but they are. And the reason why we have talks like this is so that we can take an educator's approach, right? So not only do they engage us to do their accounting and their tax, the done for you services, we don't leave it there. We try to we do the work and then we teach them what we did. Like this is how the information you gave us landed on the tax return, right? And we do that for two reasons. One, we want them to understand how this information flowed and what it means for their money, right? And that's important because two, it'll build their confidence around being financially literate. And I wish more finance professionals would take that approach. So the first question I got for you tonight, as you've been working with both men and women, right, around this financial literacy, whether you're working with them or just having casual conversation, do you notice a difference with the way men think about money and approach money, and then how women think about money and approach money.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. So I think that, so women, I think, typically are more meticulous with, like, I know I have to, I have this much coming in and I need to pay XYZ bills and I want to save some money, right? And they'll always kind of are more so than men, I would say, look out for, especially if they have kids, right? I want to buy my kids some new shoes, or I want to buy them a new outfit, or I want to make sure that they are able to participate in XYZ activity. Or they got parents. Let me make sure I take my mama out to eat, spend some quality time with her, or, you know, send my sister some money for my nephew, or send my sister some money to, you know, to help with her rent. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, help out a friend, whatever it is. So, but I don't feel like they explore some of the more intimidating areas, what are seemingly intimidating areas of money, like investing or just investing in general. I was going to talk about more of the different avenues of investing, but investing in general. Whereas men, and I have been guilty of this in the past, you know, you may not have a written out budget, or you may not keep track of, you may overspend, right? But you're spending money on stuff that got to do with you. You know what I mean? You may not be, I know sometimes you'd be a little more selfish with your money. And sometimes that's okay, right? But I don't think women are generally as selfish with their money. And I think that men typically are more adventurous with trying out a new investment, Bitcoin or GameStop or something like that, or even dipping in day trading and in the stock market, right? I think men can be a little bit more adventurous, whereas women are more like, I'm gonna do what I know. I'm not really gonna try too much new stuff because I don't know about that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
There's a huge difference. I experience huge differences, especially when it comes to like just managing the money, managing accounting and tax, right? And I'm talking about as it pertains to like the businesses that they're building and cultivating. Women will right away, I'm not a numbers person. I don't want to look it. I don't want to see it. I don't do anything. I've even had prospective clients say to me, well, I wasn't good in math in school. Or, you know, I didn't go to college, so I shouldn't be dealing with these financial things, right? Versus a man, all things being equal, oh, I got this. I got it in a bag. I figured it out. This man ain't never picked up a textbook in his life.
I was about to say, don't be knowing nothing.
Nothing. He got it. He got to figure it out. Even him coming and investing in our firm for me to do it for him, he's like, I'm gonna check your work because okay, you go check my work. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a difference. And it's just it mainly, the root of it like lies just in the confidence, like just in the way they approach it. You know what I mean? So it definitely is a difference, and there's statistics to back that up. And I want to read some to you. And then I'll follow it up with a question. Okay.
Okay.
These statistics are, and they're like a lot of statistics. Like literally, I found research that was like 70 statistics you should know about women and money. And I wasn't finna do all that, but I got a couple of them. Okay. 56% of women married. So 56% of women married to men leave financial planning and investment decisions to their husbands. This is regardless if the husband is more educated or not in that field. Okay. Only 9% of women think that they're better investors than men. Okay. But this quote leads to what you said before, that women are just less risk averse. And so investments has a lot to do with risk. So they don't even bother, right? Only 23% of women are, only 23% of certified financial planners are women. That is a bit much, right? So not only are we not confident in this area, when I say we, I just mean women. Not to toot my own horn, but I know a little stuff.
Yeah.
But if women are not confident in this area, now they gotta go talk to probably a man about it, and it may even be a little bit more uncomfortable for them. That I don't think that helps the case at all. Okay, and then the last stat is 35% of men prioritize growing their wealth, while only 28% of women do the same. Okay. So I think, overall, about a third of women say that their gap in financial literacy is because they are financially not confident. So what I want to ask you is, why do you think that? Why are women just, it appears inherent, I don't think they're inherently lacking confidence, but why are they like so anxious about it?
I think because of the uncertainty, and kind of going back what I just said, when you talk about financial planning and investing or retirement savings, all of that kind of revolves around more than just getting a paycheck and paying the bill and making sure the bills is on, the lights is on, and the bills are paid and the lights is on. It's a little bit more to it, right? And I think that the world, I guess I shouldn't say the world, America, right, generally has made investing seem like this really complex, and you got to have a degree or you got to be really, smart to do well in it, which is far from the truth, right? But I think women don't take the onus of trying to learn more about investing, the stock market. Whereas men are like, even when we don't know, like you said, we have like a blind confidence, like, well, I'll figure it out, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we even look at it as gambling. And I don't know the stats on gambling, but I imagine that men lose more money on gambling than women do. And a lot of times that's how men treat investing in the stock market, is like it's a gambling. And so we're more willing to take that risk and figure it out as we go. And so I think that's why men are typically more likely to try and dip their toe in to investing, and then also be more proactive with financial planning, even if they're doing it wrong, right? But being more proactive in financial planning and trying to figure out what the best what's the best opportunity for them to invest money. You know what I mean? Again, even if it's wrong, I was gonna say another word, but even if it's wrong, they're more likely to kind of take that chance. Whereas women are, like you said, more risk averse and don't really want to take those chances. And they're like, let me just put it in this CD. Let me just put it in this savings account, and I ain't got to worry about it. When that is, I mean, it's a whole nother conversation, but you losing money. So yeah, I think that those stats make sense, that women are just a little bit more conservative with how they manage and plan for life financially.
I think that, and this, I promise y'all, this is not like, I don't play politics, right? I don't. Oh,
here we go.
Here we go. I'm gonna go there because I think this like goes back to like historically how the country, and I am gonna say the world. I'm gonna say the world. Because believe it or not, and it's gonna be a little controversial. I hope y'all don't not like me for this afterwards. But if it's any other country I want to be in the world, it's gonna be this one. Even though this one has issues, I would not rather be in any other country as a female. Okay, when it comes to rights, but even in the U.S. historically, women has been not literally looked at as equal, or like
I don't think that's controversial. That's fair.
mutually respected, right? There's been like these inherent gender roles. Men should be doing this, women should be doing that. And when it comes to money, leading money, and being in charge of money, that hasn't historically been a female or a woman role, right? And so this issue is tied to all the other men versus women issues, like the pay gap. Who's doing more of the household chores, right? Who gives up their career more, puts it on stall more, men or women, right? Who is assumed to stay at home to take care of the kids? You know what I mean? So I think all of these issues are connected, and this financial literacy one is a big one. Women, because of the history of how we've been treated, they inherently automatically think they're not good at something, which has nothing to do with gender, right? Because I could say, oh, I'm not good, or I'm not knowing in this area. But to then take it a step further to think that a man is simply because he's a man, I think there's an issue there. There's one thing you said earlier that I didn't even write this in my notes before. It just popped up, so I hope I don't catch you off guard. Okay.
All right.
Talked about how women usually use money to take care of others, right? And very seldomly do they use it to take care of themselves. Do you look at money and financial literacy as self-care?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When y'all have the spa days, when y'all go to the spa, get your hair done, your nails done, you need to go to the bank and pay yourself first. And I think, I think that absolutely financial wellness, financial health is a form of self-care that I don't think people in general, but specifically women, because I think a lot of times when it comes to money, as I said before, y'all try to look out for other people before you look out for yourself, which is admirable, but not necessarily the smartest financial move. You know what I mean? And so I think that, absolutely, implementing some type of financial discipline that where you pay yourself first is equally as important as all of the other physical health and mental health kind of wellness activities that you engage in, for sure. Sure.
Yeah, I like the metaphor you use, comparing it to like physical health. So for all the women watching this, just like for a fact, taking a walk or doing some type of activity for at least 30 minutes every day is obviously good for your physical health. That's equivalent to you setting aside something for retirement, right? Or setting aside something for an emergency savings goal or something like that. And when you don't do it, that's a form of self-neglect. Another thing I want to make sure I clear up, and again, not to ruffle no feathers, but women, when you take your money or even your spouse's money and sit at a computer and pay your bills, that is not you. That is not you approaching the money. That's you performing an administrative task. That's what that is. That's an administrative task. Even if it's your money, you're just sitting down, you're like, okay, I got to pay that bill, got to pay that bill. That's just an administrative task. I want you to take, and don't give yourself credit for that, because that's something you're supposed to do. That's adulting, okay? I want you to take a step further and say, okay, now that I've paid all the bills, what do I have left? What am I going to save? How will the savings grow? What is the proper vehicle in which to grow this money? What is the ultimate goal? How long would it take for me to get there? I want you to take it a step further than simply just paying the bills and whatever's left will just sit into the bank account until next payday.
Yeah.
So I got one last question, and it probably will turn into another question. So let me stop lying. But I always like to give everybody watching like a takeaway, like some homework, like a take action task. Because I really want folks to be listening to these fireside chats, and to be inspired to go do something, even if it's a baby step. All right. So, what can we do? What can we do to start empowering women and being advocates for them to seek their own financial literacy, right? In a very non-scary, non-intimidating, very just organically approachable way. How can they just get started?
I would say one, just I had a book that I read. I think I read it last year. It's a fairly new book. It came out in the last 2 or 3 years. It's called Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. And he's a financial advisor, but the book is written like very, very basic. It's a lot of anecdotes, stories about some famous people, but then some of his like personal anecdotes about money and the importance of money, the perception of money, how to just basic advice on managing money, demystifying investing a little bit. And he even talks about, he's a financial advisor, he even talks about how he invests his money and kind of, again, demystifies how simple retirement planning can be and how kind of passive you can be once you get it going, once you get it started, once you get it set and you kind of have an automatic investment plan, how little maintenance it requires from year to year and throughout a lifetime, throughout a working lifetime. So I would say that read. And I mean, that's just one book suggestion. There are others, there are articles, there are blogs. Shout out to ColemanTax blog that you can read to kind of help get some financial education. I would say that. I would say, again, understand that to get to manage money and get a hold of your personal kind of financial situation, it's as simple as getting a budget, getting a written budget or app, whether it's an app or an Excel spreadsheet or, a piece of paper, whatever it is. Get an understanding of what your money is, what's coming in and what's going out. Because you can't really know what you're working with, what you're gonna do till you know what's coming in, what's going out. And that's the base of any financial plan. You can't say how much you're gonna invest if you don't know how much you got going out in terms of bills and all that other stuff. And then remember to pay yourself first. Don't say, as you just said, Kenesha, don't pay all my bills, pay all my non-essential expenses, and then say, all right, what I got left to invest. No, say, this is my goal. This is how much I want to invest. Now, what I got left? How much can I spend on this? What kind of car can I afford? How much can I spend on groceries and all that? And make that other stuff work. And it's going to take sacrifices, but then it also motivates you to generate more income and all those things. So, I would say have some confidence in being able to learn about money, personal money management, and have confidence that you can make informed decisions and be confident in those decisions. And also ask for help when you feel like you need it. When things are a little bit too complex, ask for help. Find out. Just like you go to the doctor for maintenance, you go to the car mechanic for, oil changes and getting your brakes fixed. So if you need help with finances, obviously there are resources for that. So I just have confidence that with a little bit of self-education and self-research, you can be your own financial wellness advocate.
Yeah, absolutely. So y'all heard it, y'all. This book, I'm gonna go read this book. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm a big Audible.
Hey, consume it however you want it. Read it, you know what I mean? Listen, whatever it is.
I'm really big on the Audible, you know what I mean? While I'm sitting here reviewing tax returns, I'm gonna listen to The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. I'm gonna link it below this video. I'm gonna link it so that it goes right to Amazon and you can see all the different ways. They got Kindle, they got audio, paperback, hardback, and you can even sample it to read the first chapter or something like that, okay? So go ahead and do that. Get the book, read that. And we don't get paid to say this. We don't know this author. So this ain't no affiliate situation.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's not, right. I'm not getting paid.
This is no affiliate situation.
I just like the book.
We should think about that though. If we're gonna be touting books, we
But
should think
shout out Morgan Housel if you ever hear this. You know what I mean? I'll
about
let
that.
me.
And then secondly, I want to reiterate what he said. Go take a look at your money now and see where it's going. There's so many like tools out here to do this. We are not like back in the day where you got to go get bank statements, y'all. You can go, every major bank has online bank portals that break down where that money is going by category according to the merchant. I've never seen a bank that doesn't do that. I use the app mint.com. It's made by Intuit. Everybody know I love Intuit products. That's all we use here at ColemanTax and the firm for tax and accounting. But they got a very nice personal financial app called mint.com. You can set up, but you can like link all your accounts in Mint and set like budgets for each category. And when you're approaching this budget, they will send you messages like, yo, you're going over on food, you're going over on gas, you're going over on the bar, it's so many tools out here now to help you know where the money's going, control it, and make sure that you're doing the right things to meet your goals. So, and then 3, y'all know ColemanTax is a resource for y'all. Not only do we put out tons of content like what we're doing right now, we got tons of information on all of our socials. And then at the end of the day, you can always book a call at thebeautycpa.com. Book your call there, and you can talk to me or one of our associates, and we can help you out and answer any questions you have, and even give you a path forward in which one of our services can help you reach your financial goals. So remember those 3 things. Remember that book. I'm going to link it below. Go ahead and know where this money's going. Make these money goals. Start there. And 3, please don't be afraid to seek out professional. This is a safe space, very non-judgmental. You can book your call with us at thebeautycpa.com. That was good. I feel like that was great. That was great. I think that was a great start to this money conversation. I mean, we got like 3 other fireside chats to do between, the tail end of Women's International Month and April being Financial Literacy Month. And maybe we can even keep it going throughout, the month of April. That'd be great. But at the end of the day, the only person I feel like can get folks to their goal is them. It all starts with them and their mindset, right? I don't care. At this point, we shouldn't care where the state of women have been in the past. At some point, we got to break this cycle and we got to go just get it for ourselves. Just a last thought, Josh, you was telling me earlier, like, this can be very simple. We don't have to go to college and be an expert to do this, right? We can do this ourselves. Okay. We can do this ourselves. So no more excuses, y'all. I don't want to hear I'm not a numbers person no more. If you ain't doing your services for free and you expect to be paid at the end, you're definitely a numbers person. Okay? All right. Again, y'all, check out all the links I have below this video. Go ahead and grab that book, look at your budget, and then book a call with us. Book a call with us. Do not wait. If y'all know me, y'all know that calendar fills up fast. So check out the links to the resources I have below. I'll also link mint.com as well so y'all can check that out. Josh, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you having me. Make sure you have me back.
I will. Maybe we'll put you in a hot seat again by something else. I'm thinking about it. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Again, check out the links below and book your call. Other than that, happy tax savings. It is tax season, so happy tax savings.